Hey guys, welcome back. I'm going to show you today how I got this look on my eyeballs using this palette here from BH Cosmetics. This is the Cherry on Top from the Sweet Shoppe collection. So if that sounds interesting, stick around. We're going to get started in just a second. Before we do, if you're new here, hi, I'm Annie. I am a 40-something lover of color who believes that you can have fun with color at any age. If that sounds fun or interesting, if you love bright colors as much as I do, as much as I know that all of my subscribers here do, if you love indie makeup and just want to see a little bit more color and interesting brands on your timeline, I would love it if you would join us and subscribe. Okay, let's talk a little bit about this palette. So like I said, this is the Cherry on Top palette from BH Cosmetics Sweet Shoppe line. This is a limited edition collection, so if you haven't picked these up and you were thinking about them, if they're still available and you can get your hands on them, I highly suggest that you jump on them because they are going fast, and the green one sold out so quickly and I missed it, and I'm sad because I love a green eyeshadow so much, and now I don't have it and I'm sad. So these retail for $18. For your $18 you get 8 shades. They're very generously sized pans. You can actually go in with a big brush like this brush here and use these for blushes as well. I actually did do that today. I used this for blush and I used this one up here for highlight, so I will show you that later on in the video. So this palette in particular is super versatile. You could probably use this as a blush as well if you have fair skin, and these could probably be used as blushes if you have deeper skin. So very nice. The formula on these is so good. You will see in the tutorial slash demo, whatever you want to call it, how easily they blend, and I've had the same experience with all 3 of the palettes that I've tried so far. I do have the Orange Sorbet here as well, so I'm going to be trying that one out too, and I expect good things from it as well. So I think that is everything not everything I have to say. I should say the kind of layout here. You have on the top, you have your 4 shimmers, and on the bottom you have your 4 mattes. And I love how they've laid it out that you can do a very simple eye look with the matte and its corresponding shimmer. It just makes it so easy. Or you can just put them all on your eyeballs like I did today, or you can do something in between and just use, 5 of the shades or 4 of the shades or whatever you want, whatever floats your boat, whatever you have time for. So I think that is everything I have to say about the palette. I would love to hear whether you guys picked these up, and if you did, which ones did you grab? Was there one that got away that you're sad about, like me? Yeah, let me know in the comments down below. And also let me know what you think about this format. I'm going to stop, at least on this video, I'm not going to use any music for the actual tutorial parts like I have been. I'm just going to speed things up very fast just so you can kind of see the blending process. I'm one of those people who likes to see everything from start to finish, at least how it goes, at least on one eye, just because I want to know that it actually is blending the way people say it's blending. So that's just me. And so I kind of want to get your feedback. Again, I want to make these videos something that you guys enjoy, and I want this to be kind of like a collaborative space where we can share ideas and all of that. So I'm going to stop rambling. We are going to dive into the tutorial. I have lipstick on my teeth. I don't know how long that has been there. I am so sorry. Yeah, let's dive in. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do today is I'm actually going to try to use all of the mattes. I haven't decided which shimmers I want to use yet, so I guess we'll play that by ear. So we're going to start with this lightest shade, which is the shade Sunday, this shade right here. And of course, I'm going to do what you would think I was going to do with this and put this all through my crease. Ooh, that's pretty. I wasn't sure if that was going to show up or not, but that is just a really beautiful wash of just kind of pinky red color on my eye. That is super pretty. Yes, and it blended out just like I come to expect with these palettes. So as you know, I've already used the Bubblegum and the Cotton Candy palettes, and I really liked those. So this one I have high expectations for. So I haven't noticed, well, I guess I did kind of notice this in the other palettes, but I can't tell whether or not they're scented If you are a child of the 80s, you will remember strawberry shortcake dolls and how they smelled. These palettes kind of smell like that. That kind of like plasticky sweet smell. It's kind of like a strawberry shortcake doll after you've had her for a while and her smell has kind of worn off. That's what it smells like, which is not to me an unpleasant smell. I actually really like it because it actually kind of takes me back to being a carefree kid who had nothing to worry about except for playing with her strawberry shortcake dolls and yeah, going to school, and that was it. All right, this is gorgeous. This is a beautiful shade. I really, really like that. We are just going to work our way up now, and we are going to pick up the shade Wild Cherry. So that is this shade here. And I may use one of these as a blush as well. I do have a little blush on already, but I feel like I could use more because why not, right? So I'm going to pick up Wild Cherry on, what is this? This is a Luxie 229 tapered blending. It's a little more, a little smaller, yet still fluffy. And I'm going to add that. I don't want to take it quite as high. Again, very pigmented. So pretty. These really do blend almost effortlessly. I am so blown away and impressed by this formula, and BH Cosmetics should really think about like making these a permanent addition to their line and keeping this formulation, because this is so good. So much better than any of the other BH Cosmetics palettes I have or have tried. Again, just effortlessly and just beautiful. We are now going to go into the shade Tarte, which is this mid-tone shade here. And I'm going to pick this up on, this is a Morphe M456. And I'm going to focus this more on the outer V area here. I'm going to bring it a little bit under my eye as well. This is why I dislike these brushes. They just have, the hairs just go wonky and they're so brittle that they just break off like super easily. I am not a fan. Maybe I'll try like a little conditioner on these and see if that fixes the problem. Anyways, back to the eyeshadow. Again, this is just blending out so beautifully. It's adding just a hint of depth here. I'm going to go in with the darkest shade still too, but it's just, I mean, these colors, wow. Just wow. Just absolutely beautiful. I mean, those blended out so easily. I am so entirely happy with the way this looks. This is just gorgeous. All right, let's continue on. I am going to pick up the shade Sprinkles. That is the darkest shade in this palette. I'm going to pick this up on a Morphe M152. And I'm just going to put that here in the outer corner to just deepen this up a bit more. Again, this pigment is there and it is blending out just beautifully. Even with this kind of more dense brush, I will go in with a fluffier brush just to make sure everything is blended completely to my liking. But even with this denser brush that I like to use to kind of pack these kind of shades on, this is just beautiful. And I'm going to add a little bit under my eye as well. Now, because I want to just make sure that's completely blended out and beautiful, I'm going to pick up a little bit more of Tarte, and I'm just going to kind of go around the edges of this. And then I'll just work my way backwards through all the shades that I've used so far. And I'm going to take a little bit more of that Sunday shade and just blend it all underneath my lower lash line and just kind of make sure everything is kind of smoked out, blended, beautiful, gorgeous. Okay, wow. These shadows just continually impress me. I'm so happy that so far this is the third one of these palettes that I've tried, and so far every single one of them has just been insanely good. So for my lid, let's see. I'm really intrigued by this black cherry shade here. This looks like it's going to be more metallic than sparkly. This one also looks like it's going to be a bit more metallic, and then juicy and sweet look a little bit more sparkly. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try to use these all too. I'm going to kind of work my way through, put this on the outer portion and just kind of do a gradient, and this will be my inner corner shade. So of course I need some NYX Glitter Primer because we always use NYX Glitter Primer, right? I'm going to go ahead and paint that on my lid, and then I'm just going to go through, and I think I'm going to actually today start from, well, I have to start from the inside, starting with Juicy, then Maraschino, and then Black Cherry. That is beautiful. Holy cow. Wow, those shadows are just gorgeous. I love the gradient kind of effect that they make there. I'm going to take just a little bit more of Sprinkles, which was that deepest matte shade, and I'm just going to kind of pat it here where it meets Black Cherry and just kind of blend these two shades together. I'm impressed. These are really beautiful. I know I'm always impressed with these shadows. It's getting a little boring, but wow, these are great. I love it when I purchase something and it's good. It's as good as I expect or better. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing on this eye, and then I'm going to add some, well, then I will come back and we'll do, maybe we'll just add the inner corner now. Let's add the inner corner. Why not? Let me pick up, what am I going to use to put my inner corner? This brush. This is my Luxie 141 Mini Round, and we're going to use the shade Sweet, but I want to use a little bit of glitter primer today here. I really want this to sparkle today. And I'm going to put just a smidgen as well underneath my lower lash line here. And then we'll go ahead and pick up that Sweet shade and just pop it there. That is just gorgeous. I have a little spot where things aren't sticking, and I don't think that that's the shadows. I think it's just the way my eye is today. It's really, really hot, so I'm kind of sweaty. So I think that's what's going on right there. Okay, let me go ahead and do the other eye, add liner, add lashes, well, mascara. And then I will be back, and maybe we will use, I think, Wild Cherry as a blush. So hold on, and I will be right back. So here is the final eye look. Okay, so here's everything all together. I am going to add a little bit of blush using this palette as well. My lips I'm not really happy with. I couldn't find anything that I really liked. So I have this weird combination of things on. It's like, I don't know what this is. This is a little sample I got of a Buxom lip gloss. This is a full-on lip polish in the shade Dolly. And then the Bodyography pencil in Rosewood, and Dose of Colors Bury Me Liquid Lip. So yeah, I don't know. I don't love that. Oh, and my eyeliner is the shade Love Drug from Urban Decay It's one of their Glide On eye pencils. All right, let's go ahead and add a little bit more blush. So I think I'm going to go in with a little bit of Wild Cherry, which is this one here, and I'm just going to pick that up on my blush brush. That's what I like about the size of these pans, is you can totally go in without worrying that you're gonna get into other shades. So we're just gonna kind of tap that in. Oh, that makes a beautiful blush. That is so pretty. Really, yeah, I really like that as a blush. That's gorgeous. That is so, so pretty. And I think we're gonna just since we're here, why not? Let's try a little bit of the shade Sweet as a highlight. I'm gonna go in with kind of a fluffier brush because it's an eyeshadow and it's pretty pigmented. And let's just see what this does. That is really pretty. I really, really like that. Wow, okay, very versatile palette. You can just do all kinds of fun things with this. And because I always do this after I put on blush and highlight, I go in with a fluffy brush, and I always like to blend everything together because I don't like that kind of layered Neapolitan look. Okay, so this is everything all together. Again, let's just ignore this hair too, and the lips. I'm not happy with them. But this palette definitely lives up to expectations. This is so, so gorgeous. I used every single shade in here today, and I could not be happier with this look. They blended out so beautifully. These mattes in this formulation for the entire Sweet Shoppe line that I've used so far has been impeccable. I mean, impeccable. I have way more expensive shadows that don't blend like this. It's just so great. So if you are still on the fence and you can get your hands on these, I definitely recommend that you pick them up. They are beautiful. I am so happy to have these in my collection. So I guess that is everything for today's video. So we're going to end it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy today's video, please don't forget to hit that like button down below. And if you didn't like it, hey, oh well, I'm sorry. Maybe you'll like the next one. Feel free to hit the dislike. It's not gonna hurt my feelings or anything like that. But if you did like today's video and you aren't already, I would love it if you would subscribe. And if you hit subscribe and then hit that little bell next to subscribe, you should be notified of all of my uploads. I know that YouTube does some wonky things sometimes, and I personally don't get notifications for some of my favorite creators, and I've heard that people are not getting my notifications either, but hey, it's worth a shot, right? And of course you can find me on Instagram. I am there at @SeeMyBliss_beauty. I'm there most days. Things have been a little crazy right now going back to school, and my daughter's been having some severe anxiety and panic attacks, so I've been a little less on there, but I do try to check in every day. And that is everything. If you leave your house today, please, please, please remember to wear your mask, wash your hands, always be kind to your friends, your family, your neighbors, and hopefully I will see you guys next time. Bye!